everyone. I feel like I should be whispering because it's very quiet in this house and it's a little bit late and I'm just sitting at my desk rolling beads, and I thought, why don't I just turn the camera on and let you watch me roll a couple beads, and then I'll give you a sneak peek of the beads that I'll have on eBay on March 1st. I'm going to be listing my beads just once a month now so that it can just be all the lots that I have available. Just let them run for 1 week. That way if anybody wants to win multiple auctions, they don't have to wait for another auction to end. They'll end at the same time, and then I'll just make more beads for the next month. Right now I am making these little barrel beads like this, and I'm full of glue. I don't know about the lighting here at all. And at this point, there's a little bit better. What I usually do after is a lot of times I'll paint the ends or use a marker. Sometimes I leave them white. All depends how I feel. But this was actually a piece of paper that I found that I had painted. I had painted a bunch of paper when I was with Skylar last summer. And I already did the cutting. I already cut them in strips. But you can just imagine that the paper, you know, was just all across like that. And on one end of the paper, I just did some scribbles with yellow and blue. Pretty sure those were highlighters. To make them bulky, I first roll just a plain white strip, 1/2 inch. And then I will grab one of these strips and I will taper just this part so that when I finish wrapping the bead, you'll see a lot of the colors. So I'm just going to tip the camera down and show you. I use various things to roll my beads on. For this one I'm using a skewer. So I'm just going to start rolling just this white paper. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I can always even it out after. Now at this point, I'm going to put a little bit of glue. And okay, I'm just going to set this down for a sec. Now I'm going to take this strip and I'm going to just like start at the center and the bottom, and I'm just going to cut up to make like a long skinny triangle. And I'm just going to turn this over and do it on the other side. So I'm just going to start in the center, and then I'm just going to work my way up until I'm at the end of that design. So the white part is still all just a 1/2 inch wide, and then the designed part tapers down to a point. And is it crazy that I've saved all these little scraps that I cut off? I mean, what on earth am I going to do with that? What is wrong with me? Oh, I don't know. So now I am back to my little white. Let me turn this a little bit more here. Back to this. I'm just going to add a little bit more glue here. Just a drop. You know, this might be fun hanging out with you like this. Is it wrong that I'm so addicted to hanging out with you guys? I mean, I figure it's got to be a better habit than drinking. And it's a better habit than eating. And I just have all kinds of energy. Okay, so see where it's tapered now. Every time I roll, it shows a little bit more of the design from underneath because it's tapered. Now I'm going to put just a little bit of glue. And that's it. Then this bead will get glazed, and it makes a really nice little barrel shape. Now let me show you some of the beads that I've made. I already have, I think, 11 auctions scheduled to go up on the 1st. So these are purple and black. These were magazine paper. These are pink and glittery with gold, and these are actually This is actually paper that I painted myself. This is also paper that I painted. These are just yellow with black dots and some green. Now these are magazine paper, and it was actually matches. I have taken before pictures of most of these so you can see what the magazine picture was, and it doesn't look anything like wooden matches, but that's what it was. And these have a little bit of glitter. These were a picture of like just leaves, like tropical leaves. I don't know if it was like by a swimming pool or in a jungle or something, but I thought they were really pretty. Added a little bit of blue glitter to those. I made plaid beads. I just drew lines and rolled them, and I just think they came out so good. These are also hand painted, and I just really love the colors on these. A little bit of shimmery on those too. These are just big gray and yellow beads. I like these pink and black and white. Look at those. I've got some little beads with aqua with little lines. Those also hand painted. Now these I love. I call these tapered tube beads. They're not quite a tapered bead. They're not quite a tube bead. And I just think they came out looking like such cute, like little barrels. They look like wood to me. And when you make these, instead of trimming to a direct point, you just taper down, but you leave the end wide. I'll show you guys. Actually, I think I have a tutorial for this on my craft channel, but I'm going to be redoing tutorials. Now, this was just a magazine page. I believe it was a woman's shirt. I should have the before picture of it. These are just pink beads with some pink lines in them. I like these. This was a page that I had painted. Some little black and white eyes. And these are doodle beads. I cut up another doodle that I did specifically for the beads, and these are a little bit of glittery on them. That's what I have so far. Other than the beads that I have drying here, let's see. These are going to be colorful like this, and there's also glitter on those. Oh, and then I have in my bucket what I call, I don't know, I don't call it anything. It's just like leftover beads. Like these two beads are big. I'll still glaze them and stuff, but they're going to just go into that odds and end bucket. And I'm pretty sure I'll be putting that mixed lot up for auction too. See, a lot of times when I'm making beads, I have like a little one left over that doesn't belong with anyone. So that'll go in the bucket. Let me show you the bucket. It's not a bucket, it's a basket. And this is what I have so far from this lot. Quite a few. And again, there might be just things that I thought were going to be good and weren't, or, you know, just not the right size. Like this goes with the pink lot that I made, but it's smaller. And, ooh, this is kind of cute. Look, there's a lonely little crossword puzzle bead, because I think it was smaller than the other one, so it just went in here. A couple big chunky beads. So there. And I also started playing with my flat clear glass marbles. I'm gluing paper behind them, and when that dries, I'll be able to cut that out. See, the marble is stuck on there. It's another thing I'll be showing you guys. I was just practicing a little bit. It takes a while for these things to dry. And so I have this one with the flowers. And I'm trying to make my own bales that you put behind so that you glue it to, let me show you a naked stone. I would never want to bother to make my own bales, but I was just playing around with it. You know, that you glue to the back so that it gives a thing to pass a cord through. You just glue it to the back like that. And I just used wire. Other people do the same thing, but if I were to make pendants and make jewelry, necklaces, I would invest in bales. And then I also have this one that's just going to be like some little stripes. Again, it's just magazine pages. So that's it. That's what I'm doing tonight. I was actually going to do another video, but then I was like, I didn't trust myself to do anything like sewing or whatever. So I just thought I would turn the camera on for a minute and chat with you for a few. So thank you for hanging out with me. I liked that. I like it that I'm not alone. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.